Oh yeah, this was the it was like the changes that kind of Valve obviously helping out OG at TI. A lot of OG heroes getting buffed here, but yeah, Monkey King, they reworked his shard with the Mischief, so it allowed him to want to bring that hero back, instantly find that kill, and that's where it's going to be exciting because Spirit, they have to make sure that every fight is clean. And I think T1, they showed in the previous game, like they were exceptional. Even when they were down a hero, they could take these fights like 4v5, they could get into the face of Spirit. It was just the continuous kind of work down of getting skewered away, getting kind of just removed from your team that T1 had to deal with, and I think that is something that is...
See if there's anything else left over here, but brought to Tokyo is waiting patiently. He's going to turn his attention away. Zephyr, we do have some sort of a save, right? If you get skewered underneath the tower, you're able to
that is true.
throw out that
and then die a bit later.
But
very unfortunate, the cold embrace. All right, you wanted to put me under pressure with a question that was going to make me look dumb, but I'm ready to try.
It was not to make you look dumb. I want to ask, so the 1 second as Whitemon's getting jumped underneath the tower, Mira doesn't quite manage to land that that final hit. He's going to try to man-fight him here. Whitemon, there's going to be a courier immediately. Oh, that poor little bunny never stood a chance.
Oh, that's all his regen too. Okay,
but
now Whitemon kind of wants to, they both kind of want to die now.
They ring around the rosy. Does eventually find Mira. In the bottom lane, it continues. The constant skewers back underneath the tower. The body blocks are coming out.
Oh, well, you can...
The puck TA matchup, I know it depends on who is playing what. Like, it's a little bit disputed. Who do you think is going to come out on top in this particular
well,
situation? Yeah.
I'd probably just answer TA, you know, 60-40, just for the fact that TA can just farm so quickly, and you're always able to pressure. And oh, it's so beautiful to watch.
Again, right under the tower. Down good.
Doing pretty fine. But yeah, like the way that Team Spirit is playing. They get. He tried.
Didn't quite grab the right target, but Whitemon is getting chased down by Collapse in the tree of the ring. They go in for the RP into the arrow, skewered right into the arms of Mira, and they still managed to get the kill on Maposhka before falling. So he's still got something out of that.
That's a 1v3. I won't lie. The start of that fight, I thought Cuckoo X'd himself.
Okay.
I thought he was about to accept the entire move of toss into thing and then just whip himself back. Like, I thought that's his play. But then he actually just got a kill instead. But yeah, a 1v3 getting the kill, pretty good.
Whitemon trying to be cheeky here with that centaur. Didn't manage to stun Collapse, but he's just getting chased down. The night belongs to Night Stalker, and Collapse will slay Whitemon.
But you can see from game 1, game 2, Team Spirit puts a lot of emphasis on
23 savages.
Running in the jungle, right?
Look at the centaur just running around in circles, looking for a stomp. 23
he doesn't have a quelling here.
Oh,
he has to.
Jumps down. Some one smack too, but not enough as double damage. Mira picks it up. Toss back here with Toronto Tokyo. They're going to try to buy a bit more time for Zephyr. Carl joining into the fight now. They use the Dream Coil. They managed to take down Zephyr. Carl, though, has got plenty of damage. He wants to get this kill on Mira. Just not looking super great as Whitemon does eventually fall. And they just don't have that lockdown right now. And they take the stack.
Big difference this game. It's a carry Magnus. He's going to want to join these earlier fights a lot more. And yeah, just taking away the jungle.
23 Savage. He wants this kill, but he'll back off. Yataro teleporting out. They've got the Avalanche. Maposhka's just trying to find an exit strategy here. Looks like he's going to be the sacrificial lamb. They do like sacrificing tinies. Top lane, they're still chasing after Collapse. They still have not managed to finish him off.
He does have mana for a stun though.
He's looking. The zig, the zag, the serpentine coming out from Collapse.
Right, guys, TP top. We need to now kill him. We need to make the content happen.
Radiant's top tower.
He's going for an Echo Saber as well on Night Stalker. Very, I would say greedy, but very aggressive. You know, I think on his puck, he's going to be rather happy because even if the game gets a little bit difficult, maybe with this upcoming timing of Team 1, they can play a more open kind of split push map as Collapse.
He might just live up to his name and indeed Collapse.
There he goes. For items, we'll utilize Vision to then maybe dismantle Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower.
We have the Invision on Toronto Tokyo. Gonna try to make a play for the Wyvern. Drops the Winter's Curse, just holding the puck into place, because that is like most of the lockdown though, like we talked about here. Toronto Tokyo just dodging away, gets drawn right back. It's a nice waning rift off, but 23 Savage, it's not quite enough, as they still have Vision on this little puck, so they do eventually take him out. But Carl now, Poshka, I think he bit off a little bit more than he could chew. Carl slaying Maposhka in this mid lane. Get down, but another rotation. They have the blink online for Magnus. And they've got RP up, so let's see if Yatoro can find the fish he's looking for. If they're going to be too fast, and it looks like they're going to be too fast because 23 Savage, he's found himself a very... Oh, they follow up with the RP. The Winter's Curse coming in as well. And they'll drop the Wukong's command. Down will go Miposhka. This is not looking good for Yatoro. No, Carl gets the kill. And this should translate easily into a tower just for them. Toronto Tokyo, he's got to be careful. 23 Savage, he's bloodthirsty. He wants to kill this puck. And follow up with the Boundless double kill. Collapse, he's left all alone. He's going to have to flap those little wings and run away. But look at this Monkey King just chasing after him. Will he continue the... No, he's going to turn back around. It's all about objectives, baby.
Yeah, and the really nice thing as well here is, like, with the Monkey King going for the defusal, kill too, but yeah, instead we zoom out of that and go into Miposhka dying.
Bye-bye, Miposhka.
Yeah, but yeah, T1 expertly playing around their vision right now, but also... Oh,
they found themselves a Kunkka here, and that silence does not bode well for him. A couple more hits. Down he goes. Are they going to chase? Yeah, they do. Yeah. They've got the haste rune over on Carl here. Big meld strike. Just hitting away. White one with the slow. They use the dream coil, but it doesn't seem to really matter too much, although they do get the snap off. Yatoro here, the push back. They're going to be able to finish off Carl. Oh, no. Yatoro will fall. Mira hopping forward, though. They've got the silence on the GA, but she's got the haste rune, and she's going to be able to just throw up that refraction, jump away.
What a hero.
As now Collapse, he tried to finish off over onto Zephyr's, not going to be able to. The silence comes out. Collapse will collapse.
Yeah, so that was a beautiful demonstration of why TA is still somewhat of a crazy hero. Can always blink with refraction up and doesn't even leave the area.
No, as Mira's just getting hunted down here by Carl. He's trying to juke, but jump forward. And eventually they find their kill.
I guess they go into the Kunkka, the tankiest hero in the game, and but like with how chaotic this game's going, T1 gets Roshan now as a result of this. They have, of course, double meld, but if you look at the minimap, like the vision I just praised from T1, Spirit instantly dewarded. So I have to commend both supports right now on both sides. Like as soon as the fight ends, it's a good game. You get annoyed by it, but you still play it.
Yeah, because every time you want to do better. You want to be better. Double damage on 23 Savage. He's looking for the opening. Nice avalanche, but he is, of course, exit to place. Followed with Thorn. Lots of damage. Carl will claim the kill.
Yeah, as a response of that, Team Spirit, they're already on the other side of the map. They're trying to at least trade a tier 1 tower. Of course, this doesn't feel too good, trading tier 1 for tier 2. Still, they are trying to just, keep themselves out there.
Winter's Curse thrown out here by Zephyr. He is in a creep wave, so it'll buy him time. The rest of the TPs are coming out. Carl, 23 Savage, was looking for the opening here, but Toronto Tokyo, they get spotted out. They don't have any way to cancel it out, though, now. So he's able to just teleport out, and the rest of the side of T1, you've got the Aegis on the Templar Assassin. You're going to be able to start pushing these towers and just removing this real estate for Team Spirit. It's pretty scary, honestly. Yeah, Mira's going to walk into Carl. Big meld strike. 1, 2, 3. Just like a lollipop.
I think when Spirit wants to make the move, like.
Uh-oh, they finally got their hands on Miposhka.
Again, the support dying in bot, like Spirit, this is kind of what they need. Like, this doesn't feel nice playing. Like, when you're playing Dota like this is very...
There's a break.
Oh. Wow.
That's a dead Enchantress.
That was kind of fun to watch, but that was refreshing. Because, like, Enchantress, it often takes a little bit of time, but you go for the Silver Edge, of course, just in case people aren't aware. They changed the Silver Edges now.
Take to take down a Zephyr. All right, that doesn't count. He had friends, all right? Yeah, 22 Savage, though, has to be careful. BKB getting popped here, just narrowly dodging that arrow. So he's going to have to run for his life, but he's got all the moves here.
And he had RP up as well on Yutara, so if he didn't get stunned there, he would have been able to catch there.
Ooh,
and
the vision from Night Stalker, like you talked about, the RP, the stun, the control, the arrow. Everything that Team Spirit needs to hold him in place. Although it's not looking super great here for Toronto Tokyo, but the rest of the team is here, so they're going to back him up, protect him. Dream Coil's going to get dropped off to the side here. The silence, slowly but surely, Team Spirit's going to just hunt down Cuckoo.
That was really good from Spirit. Like, they timed the Aegis, they know that TA doesn't have it anymore, and as soon as it expires, they're making these kind of forward moves. The previous smoke that we saw, the smoke on smoke action, they might have lost the Night Stalker, but they got 2 wards out, and these were the 2 wards they were able to capitalize on, picking off the independent heroes who were kind of playing a little bit loose.
Ooh.
They just turned up the heat.
But buys a little bit more time. Starts from not quite enough, but the arrow does connect. And look at Collapse trying to go onto the back lines here. 23 Savage, though. He's got his eyes on Mira.
Oh, they found the Monkey King
They
too.
found, yeah. Well, he chased after Mira. He wanted that kill. Now 23 Savage has to be so incredibly careful. Zephyr tries to get to position here. Gets the save off. He's going to throw down the Winter's Curse, hoping that 23 Savage is going to survive this. Might be able to fight the BKB. As he's going to chase after Yatoro. Zephyr trying to juke into the tree line. He looks fall. And now Yatoro, he's out of mana. He doesn't have anything left to save him. The final monkey from the Wukong's command will slay him.
I have no idea if a Satyr Tormentor can get an impact play, but that guy did with his body blocks. So that was, yeah, excellent stuff. At least getting the Magnus kill as a...
It feels like 23 Savage, he really wants to find something out of this.
He's gonna find
Hopping over, finds him on the side. He's stunned. You can't activate a BKB if you're dead. What's that?
I was about to say Team Spirit, they're kind of in their prime. They're going to have Dark Ascent. Does have 5 Sentry, 2 wards. Most likely just plonk it on the high ground here and...
Look at the positioning, though, coming out from Whitemon here.
Really
in case
good,
there's
though.
any sort of smoke, arrow gets tossed out. It's going to break. Collapse hunting here. It's going to get stunned by 23 Savage. A couple of these impetus coming up, but again, the BKB coming in handy here. Silence comes out as well. So they're looking for the opening. They get the Dream Coil off on several. But they just don't want a hard commit, it feels, although they'll go back onto the back line. Zephyr sitting very, very low. They have to be careful. The break being applied, but they'll follow up there with the curse, and they'll be able to take down Zephyr. He's been sitting too low for too long, but Poshka now in trouble because they've got all the damage. The burst is real. And there, there's the RP coming out from Yatoro. They'll follow up with an arrow. Do they have the damage? He's just chunking away over at them, and they'll be able to go and take down Ku. Can they get any more, though? They find a triple kill now for Collapse. They just slaughter 23 Savage. And just like that, their Roche hopes die.
Yeah, that was really nice from Spirit because the way in which they smoked around, they ensured they weren't going to run into these traps. They put their high ground ward instantly dewarding, and they just played on Night Stalker vision. They were constantly playing on the edge and not running too quickly into T1. Because like T1, when that ward dewards, like they need to run into a secondary ward deep into the Radiant jungle, but they never get there. So they're actually taking a fight where we praised all their vision. It went from 100 vision to 0 vision in that fight with 1 D ward and then playing into the Night Stalker. So yeah, like T1, so Magnus like, oh guys, my H is out. Whoops, I died. T1's back in the game, so maybe we get to see that.
They have the vision. Look at this over here. They can see Cuckoo. They go in for the Moonlight Shadow. Yatoro just immediately pushing back over onto Cuckoo. They're going to try to just take out the Magnus as fast as possible because they do have the Hex up. They're going to direct right back in again. Still has that Aegis, so Yatoro going down the first time, but the follow-up, they do go and they follow up with a Winter's Curse over on the other side of the screen, but back comes Yatoro looking for the opening. Carl pops the BKB. So they drop the Dream Coil.
Collapse is one weak right now.
Well, he's just poking around. Like we said, he's trying to get onto his back lines. But T1.
Instead of RP, they got BKB, they got everything.
Got everything. Go in, Yatoro managing to go and land that RP push right back over here. They've got the decent amount of damage with that BKB. They drop that Wukong's command as Yatoro just immediately backs off. It's a little shy back and forth between these two teams. Come on, guys. X marks the spot over onto Mira into a torrent. Toronto Tokyo, though, he's still looking for this opening. Hex comes out. Carl, big melt strike. Piggy is dead. Mira's going to be first to fall, followed by 23 Savage, though, over on the other side. Toronto Tokyo, silent stop. Buyback coming out now from Mira. This Mirana wants to be a part of the fight. Yatoro, he finds himself the Enchantress. She's trying to run away. She cannot as Carl gets thrown back, but immediately blinks away. Boat gets tossed out as well.
Whew. A lot of big spells being used, and I think T1 was a big line. Like I look at the minimap a lot, and that
was someone giving orders. Mira tossing out the arrow. They know that there is a Mirana there, but that's not their target.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they ping it out. They know. Roshan is up. This is the time. This is the fight.
Make or break fight right now for both teams.
23 Savage sees the Roche, but doesn't see Mira.
That little spot in the Roshan pit, it's rather pesky.
Like, it ruined Schofield one day.
Like you walk in, it's like, oh, well, he's just underneath the, the fireplace. All right.
Yeah. This is not looking good for Whitemon. Immediately, though, following up with that Winter's Curse. Collapse with the BKB, just hunting down. Wants to just remove Zephyr from this equation. Carl jumping onto the back lines, has a Hex out, but they can see Yatoro over here. A buyback coming out now from the Winter Wyvern. Yatoro looking for this open, still has the RP available if necessary. Ku and 23-7 staying very, very close together, but they're just wailing away, and they do manage to take down Collapse. Mira now hopping off here, turned into a tiny little piggy, and they'll be able to take down the Mirana. Yatoro was still going in, and I don't know if this might be perhaps a little bit too greedy, though Miposhka is waiting nearby. Throws out the avalanche, but everyone's fairly healthy over here. They find him. Can they take down the Magnus? He's disarmed. He's going to just try to skewer away. The blink forward, though. The follow-up. The RP comes out, but that's it. Carl, he just slaughters Yatoro.
That excellent kiting from T1. And it all starts from the fact that Spirit, they've kind of played the game where they're easily killing the Enchantress every single fight, you know? But this time, the Wyvern, he curses. He enables the Enchantress to get off her heels. And that had those, you know, +1 kills that allowed them to then make a move on the map. So, yeah, T1 were very patient. Where Spirit probably should have won that fight if they were to repeat it, you know, 5 more times. You know, Spirit should come out ahead at least 3 or 4 times. But you know, T1, yeah, it's beautiful kiting there for sure.
Pushka has turned into a pig, washed away with the tide, but 23 Savage just follows up, gets the kill on the Tiny. It's a buyback, but they are going to lose buildings for this. They don't quite have Magnus up for another 16 seconds, so they're going to try to get as much as they possibly can. Arrow does connect over onto Carl, but I don't think you want to hop into that. It's looking pretty scary. This Magnus is going to be up for about 5 seconds.
Pressure on Kunkka.
Jump forward, toss back. They just snap off with that Dream Coil. Arrow into the back lines. Can they finish off the TA? Yes, they'll be able to take down TA. Coop popping the BKB over on the back lines. So this Monkey King, he's not. Oh, they managed to go. They give him the save with that heal. As Yatoro just beating down over here onto Cuckoo. They'll find that kill. Can they grab anyone else, though? Zephyr, of course, getting spotted out over on the side. They find themselves even more as Whitemon goes down. It is only 23 Savage who, oh, I spoke a little too soon because that's an Aegis pop, and I have a feeling he's probably not going to survive this one. Not a second time around. Not with the lockdown, not with the arrows, not even with the giant radius of that Wukong's command.
There's the gem going back. Yeah, for T1, like, the fight they just won, well, prior to this one, it was an open area where they could play on their vision, kite it out, and, you know, really make some of these kind of quirky plays. But when 2 racks here, if they're going to be, yeah, 2 racks down.
They know that 23 Savage, he doesn't have buyback right now, so we'll take as much as they can. One more hit from Yatoro. Does end up getting X'd, but he's going to bring a friend back with him. Whitemon silenced up, tossed into the air, and that's a very dead Enchantress. Carl, though, is hoping that perhaps he can get a little something more. Seals comes into play. Torrent not going to quite land. They'll go for the Moonlight Shot. The Xbox spot comes back that way, just a little bit off the mark, and they're going to put the insurance policy over on the puck to make sure Toronto Tokyo can escape with the rest of the team.
Whew, and our 12k lead.
Could get there, but Carl's also being spotted out over on the side. And I think they'd like that. The jump forward here from Toronto Tokyo. They use the RP. This is looking like they should be able to just kill Cuckoo over here on the side, but they go onto the back lines. They get the kill on Zephyr. They don't have the stun, though, to take out this TA. So she is going to be allowed to escape, but that is 2 on the ceiling. Very bold. He just strolls right on into the base. Trees, darkness, you know. He's gonna say hello. Hey, it's so nice to see you. Imagine meeting you here. Toronto Tokyo right into the back lines. See, the Tiny was thinking about jumping in there. Whitemon forced to pop those healing sprites as Collapse just rips apart the building.
Ooh,
my God.
Look at that. It's a Solar Crest and just a Night Stalker. Just
okay, 23 Savage for the opening. Not going to be able to quite find it. Wukong's does get dropped. Carl looking to grab anyone, but they just Delta split immediately. They'll drop a Dream Coil over onto the back lines.
Using the
refresher here. They're putting out a lot of damage over onto this puck, but they just can't get their paws on them.
Secure the Mega Creeps. Yep.
Well, they've secured them and then some. As Miposhka wants Whitemon, he'll get himself a little parting gift here. Yatoro the skewer back over onto 2. Immediately the blink out with the arrow coming in. Follow up with the sheep stick. They've got a decent amount of damage, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough because this looks like it's a very dead 23 Savage. Whitemon buying back. The Ancient is just sitting there ready for the taking. They'll follow up with the Winter's Curse, but again, they get the save off. Another Wukong's command getting dropped. Carl waiting patiently, but still Yatoro able to escape thanks to that Ethereal Blade. Collapse taking a decent amount of damage coming out from Carl, just tossing out the side blades, but they can't close the gap. Yatoro needs to be careful here. He's going to try to skewer away. Eventually does fall. As T1 forces them out of their base. And they want more. They're hoping that they can get their hands on Toronto Tokyo, but not going to be able to quite find him right here, right now.
Yeah, you need to see Team Spirit be disciplined.
They just popped Dark Ascension. Let's get out of here. This seems not safe. Although Whitemon, it looks like he did not quite get that message. So he is going to be the sacrifice. And I don't think they want to take this fight without a full team. So, though they do manage to find Kuku. Okay, they follow up with the Winter's Curse. It's nice. It buys them a little bit more time. They can set up now right over on the edge. The BKB, though, coming up for Carl. Can they finish him up? Yes, they take down Yatoro. So they do not have the Magnus here. Next to fall is Collapse. As Mira is running for his life. The E-Blade was nice, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to save you this time, especially not with the Nullifier, not with the damage coming out from the side of T1. So they will hold that rock in place and not allow him to continue rolling on.
That was a very good tip from Kuku, of course, because the Wiseman hitting a very cross the river and make another play, because even if they're Mega Creeps, they die, T1 just runs it down mid. So Spirit, they have to give up this Roshan. Yeah.
Helping out with the Roche here, with Mira throwing out that arrow. Knows that they're in
this
the
is
pit.
the start of a good throw, Moxxi. Oh, I can see it.
Mira thinking about it, hops on in. This doesn't manage to get the Aegis.
He got
doesn't
the
manage to
refresher
get
shard, though, to be fair. And a double Wukongs and a double BKB and Monkey is very game-winning potentially for T1, so at least something.
Team Spirit seems perfectly fine. Collapse is a little bit slow on that tip. He's probably like,
Oh, he
wait,
got the
what
axe
happened?
too.
Oh, got the axe.
What a lad. All right, you know what?
All right, yeah, that's
Fair play.
definitely a very worthwhile cause. Trying to find Zephyr.
Yeah.
Cool, though, the shell.
Mac has the Lincolns as well. You have to remember that. So they can't just instantly just cut. They have
Do
to
they
cut
want it?
someone else.
Yes, they're going to go for Kuku. The toss back, the snap, stun. They should have plenty of damage to take him out here. As the silence, though, over onto Zephyr. We talked about this. This is very important that this hero is actually able to stay alive as Q does fall. Follow up, the stun. This is not looking great for Collapse. He's going to try to flap those little wings. Get out.
Flash.
Toss over here, coming out from Mapochka, being a bro. Wants to protect them. The buyback now coming out from Kunkka.
Yep, Team Spirit slowly whittling down the buybacks. Tier now bought back. Kunkka's now bought back. Once Monkey King's Aegis gone, you'll see the Magnus most likely target him with the next skewer. Because like once you're skewered, you're pretty much dead. It's like pop coil into skewer. You're not going to be able to, you know, survive that. The axe break on the coil. You're going to get stunned no matter what.
Toto gets stunned. Whitemon, jump forward from Toronto to Tokyo. They're going to chase over onto the back lines. Mapochka doing everything he can, but again, they do have those BKBs. Looks like they're going to be able to keep Yatoro alive. Boat's been tossed out. We've got the waterbend and Kunkka coming out here, but it's not able to do much for them. Collapse continues with the silence, the RP, the push right back again. They've had enough of this Whitemon, so they'll take him down. Buy back again, coming out in mass with Mapochka. The toss back over onto the Kunkka. They have a refresher. Yatoro just continues to just wail away. Not even going to commit it. It's a double kill now for the Magnus.
And once again, Kunkka, no buyback, so pretty rough there. I guess the main question here is, could a Kunkka maybe run off? Make that play once more, and they are now smoking up independently on the Enchantress. Wait, it's 23 seconds?
This monkey
he has no BKB?
is being sassy. What's he doing here? He's just going to get stunned immediately, silence everything. Is he going to survive? No! 23 Savage is down. He's down for 120-something seconds. He does have buyback, but it's going to be costly.
And this is where T1 was hoping maybe
Mapochka, toss up into a nice arrow. The lockdown, it exists. It's there. Are they going to try to go in for the spread this gear? The nice Winter's Curse, though, buys them just a little bit more time. Will allow them to survive as Collapse is looking for this opening. And we have boats, we have monkeys, we've got everything in the circus here coming out against this team as they do manage to take down Mira. They bought back, though, here over on the puck. It wants to be a part of this fight. They pop the Aeon Disc over onto Zephyr. They're looking to re-engage. Yatoro hoping he could have grabbed Carl there, just not quite fast enough. Looks, he finds themselves a Kunkka. Again, tossed right back into all of these heroes. That is a dead Kuku. They go and they drop the Dream Coil. They just need to take out Zephyr here. They'll be able to do it easily. Does have buyback. And they're going to come right back in again. This is a gigantic Magnus. Look at him. He's absolutely massive.
He's a big boy, yeah.
Big pig as well. As they get the Hex off. But he's so tanky. How do you hope to take him out? How do you hope to take out this Magnus? How do you hope to protect your throne as you go? You put out that fortification. You're trying everything on the side of T1. You're trying to just keep your phone alive and put out as much damage as Carl does manage to find a kill. But they take out Zephyr. He's not available any longer for this fight. They just keep throwing out the sheep stick. They're trying to put out enough damage. They just are having trouble with this lockdown too.
Just keep going.
Yatoro, he's looking for the opening. He just wants to end the game. He's had enough, and they do it. They 2-0 T1.
God, a really good performance from Team Spirit. I think, you know, of course, Magnus being the hero of the series. I think no matter if it's off lane or if it's carry, it's just the fact that this